Hello everyone, I am KT from ktechie.com, and this is the third video of the Python course which I started recently, which is named as Python Dev. And in this video tutorial, we are going to write a first Python program. This video is divided into three major segments as it is pretty long compared to the others. The first segment is downloading and installing Python from the official Python website. The second one is the basics of CMD, which is basically command prompt. And the third one is writing a first Python program and executing it. Okay, so for the new visitors of the channel, this channel is all about tech related videos, tech courses, tech tutorials. So be sure to subscribe to the channel to get the latest updates on tech and tech related content. So now for downloading and installing Python. Let's go to the python.org, the official Python website. And now here you can see, let's go to the downloads, and you can see that it automatically prompts for download for Windows and Python 3.9.0. It's the latest and stable version of Python released by the official community. So just click on the button and it will ask for you to download, and just download it. I already downloaded it, I'm just showcasing you. And now just click on it, and as you can see the setup appears. So now what you gotta do right now is just simply click on install now, and I'm not going to do that because I have already installed Python on this computer which I'm working on currently. And just go through the installation, just go through and automatically install all the dependencies and at the same time binaries and libraries required for the Python. And if you have any queries or doubts, or if you are facing any errors, please leave it in the comment box below, and I make sure to reply that. So this is the first segment of the video, which is how to download and install Python from the official website. The next segment, we are going to see the basics of command prompt. This is the second segment of the video tutorial. In this segment, I will teach you the basics of command prompt, which is basically CMD. So let's get started. So first, let's go to the command prompt. Type in CMD in the start menu, and here it appears, the command prompt. And this is the command user interface or character user interface. Let's zoom in so that you can see clearly. So this is the command prompt in Windows, which we are going to use as the first to run Python and execute a Python code. So let me teach you the basics of command prompt. So this is the present working directory in the command prompt. As you can see, this is the C users kdt, and kdt is nothing other than my username. And in the command prompt, it will display your unique username here. Instead of kdt, it will display your username which you have set while you are installing Windows. So my username is kdt as it is showing here, and I am in the directory C users and the username. So there are three simple keywords in command prompt, three or four, some of them. And the first one, let me teach you, which is cd, which is the abbreviation of change directory. So what it does is that it changes the directory from one to another. Let me show you. Let me go to the desktop. Here, this is the desktop. Yeah, this is the desktop. Let me go to the desktop from my users and username directory. So let's go to desktop, and see, as you can see, it automatically shifts you to the desktop, the file path. Yeah, so this is how cd works. Cd means basically change directory. It will change you from one directory to the another. And there's another keyword in command prompt, which is dir, which is simply the abbreviation of directory. So let me show you dir, and this will show the items present in my desktop. So these are the items present in my desktop, as you can see, as you can compare this. So I have mega async folder, and you can see megasync.txt. So these are the items present in the desktop, and the keyword which we use to access these items is simply dir. So again, so if you want to go back previous directory, for example, at the start of the command prompt, we are here at the kdt, which is the default working directory of command prompt, which is C users kdt. And if you want to go back to this directory, just type cd dot dot. Okay, so you can see from the cd you see users kdt desktop, we have automatically shifted to the kdt because we wrote the command cd dot dot. What it does is that it transfers you to the previous directory. That's what it does, a simple keyword. So these are the three keywords which you learned. The first one is cd, and this time let's go to the downloads. and see, you can see that automatically I am shifted to the downloads directory, and dir is the next one, which we can do to which we can run to show the downloaded items, show the files or folders or things present in the downloads folder of me download directory. And now to go back to the previous directory, to go back to the previous one, what you got to do is that cd dot dot. As you can see from the downloads, it has moved to the KDT. So these are the three basic keywords of command prompt, and another one is a pretty important one. It's a CLS. Here we go. So CLS clears all the crap, simply saying crap. And let me explain to you. If it do dir, these are the crap, or these are the files present in my directory of the downloads. If you type CLS, it will all go. So this is the three important keywords of command prompt which you are going to work, which we are going to use pretty soon, and which I am going to use most often. And these are the three. So next, let's go to the part segment 3, where we write and execute a Python code. So let's go. So before writing the Python code, I want to tell you something. You can write Python code in anything, like in any software application. There's a certain applications which we can use to write Python code. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you the very basic way of writing Python. There are three methods of writing Python. The one is writing via Notepad, which we are going to see now, and the second one is writing using some code editors such as Sublime Text, and the third one is writing using IDEs. IDE is simply the abbreviation of Integrated Development Environments. It's a complex and advanced tools used to write many big applications, FANG applications, as you can see, like IDEs can be used to write a very big application which is in GBs of size or MBs of size, which we are going to write now. The application which we are going to write now is just some KBs of size. It's a very small application. It may contain mostly 2 to 3 lines of Python code. So this we are going to write in Notepad. So let's go to the Notepad. I hope everyone knows what Notepad is. Oh, this is the Notepad. Okay. So now there is syntax in programming languages. So you can ask me, what do you mean by syntax? Syntax just simply means that the way of writing. Yeah, that's what it means. Like in English, I am speaking right now, and there's a syntax for English. Like that, in programming languages, there is a unique syntax of every programming language. It may be quite similar, and the syntax of Python is very, very similar to English. Let me show you. So in English, if we want to tell hello everybody, I can speak hello everybody, or type in hello everybody. So now if you want to type hello everybody in English, you will do like this. Okay, so this is the simple method of typing in English, and what we got to do in Python is that you just have to use one keyword to output the string which you typed here. String is basically string means a text message or text, or like in WhatsApp you're chatting with someone and you are typing hello everyone or hello everybody. That's a string. That's basically a text message. Okay, so understand it like that. Compare those two. So now in English we type hello everybody, but in Python, to output hello everybody, to output the text hi everyone or hello everybody or how are you doing, anything in a string format or in a text format, for understanding, you should type one keyword. The keyword is none other than print. Let me tell you. So this is the keyword. Here we go. So this is the keyword print, and using this keyword you can output text or string in Python, whatever it is. So now for using this keyword, there's a syntax for using this keyword. So basically what we should do is you just have to enclose this print command with the brackets. So in Python, every command or every keyword like print, there's other keyword, less conditions, that loops, that will be coming in the future videos. So everything will be accompanied by these curly brackets. So enclosed brackets, everything will be accompanied by those enclosed brackets, as you can see. And inside these enclosed brackets, you just have to type the text or the string message which you want to output to the screen. For example, I want to output to the screen, I want to tell
hi everyone. So for that, if I give like this, hi everyone, if I give like this, that it will show me an error because we cannot do like this in Python. For outputting a string or outputting a text in Python, you just have to put a double quote at the beginning and at the end of the string or end of the text message what you're typing. So as you can see, this is the text message which I'm going to output after I execute the program, and these are the two double quotes or single quotes which is present, which we should put at the front, at the start of the string and at the end of the string. So now there's a common mistake made by the beginners in Python programming language. Actually I'm speaking about the common mistakes in every programming language, is that at the first some beginners may put a double quotes, and at the end they used to put the single quote. So this is a blender mistake because everything should be united. Okay, so if we put double quotes at the start, we should definitely put double quotes at the end too. You should not put double quotes at the start or single quotes at the start and put in double quotes at the end. That will be a blender mistake and the program will throw error at your face. So it should be common. It should be the same thing which you put at the start, which will be put at the end. So if you put the double quotes in the start, you should definitely put the double quotes in the end, not a single quotes. If you put single quote at the start, it will also work because you can use either double quotes or the single quotes to give the string. Yeah, and you should definitely put single quotes at the end. So this is the basic Python program, and there's also another blender mistake made by the beginners. I'm not criticizing you, I'm just saying the mistakes made by you and you should rectify it through this video. So now if I click on Ctrl plus S shortcut key, Command plus S on MacBook or iMac, something like that, and let's go to file, a traditional method, file and save as. So now I want to save it in the desktop for my ease of use. So now some mistakes, some may do this mistake, and what that is that they will save the file simply like this. That's all. They will save the file like this. As you can see, there's a file open on the desktop or saved in the desktop as Python, but you should notice a small mistake in here. Do you have a guess? Yes, you're correct. Actually, let's go to the properties of the file, and as you can see, this is not a Python file. This is actually a text document. So text document is nothing related to Python, nothing compared to Python, because even if you write lakhs and lakhs of codes inside this file, it is nothing other than a text document which you cannot run using the Python interpreter or Python, which we downloaded from the website in the previous segment. So to run the Python code or to execute the Python program, a program should be a program, not a text file. This is just a text file. But if you want to run a Python program, it just have to be in the format of Python. So for that, let's again file and save as. And now instead of just, or rather than just writing Python, I have to mention or include the .py extension. That is the universal file name extension for the Python programming language, and for Java it is something other one, and for Python it's something like this, and php.php. So it's like that. So for Python it's .py. So you have to definitely put, or else a program is not a Python program. It's just a simple text document, even if you write lots and lots of codes. So now if I put .py and if I click save, you may notice a small difference here. And let's click on save. As you can see, can you make a difference between those two? So this one just a text document, and if I again show it to you, as I showed you earlier, this is just a text document. It is nothing but a message. It's not a program. And if I right click on this and go to properties, you should see that it's a Python file. Yeah, it's a Python file. We wrote a first Python program, so get excited. Now the one final last step to do here is that run the Python program. Let's do that. So for that, we should go to the CMD as I have shown in the first segment. as I have shown the basics of command prompt. Yeah, I'm teaching you the basics of command prompt. And now for running a Python program, first we should go to the directory or the location of the Python program. So to go there, you just have to click, simply type cd and then desktop. And you may have a confusion, why I chose desktop, why I have gone to the desktop directory, because we should go to the directory where the Python file is present. As you can see, the Python file is in the desktop, so that I have gone to the desktop. So now to list the items, number of items present or the items present in the directory, there's one command in CMD which I have teaching you in the first segment, that is, yeah, you are right, directory. Let's go, dir, and here we go. It lists out all the things, all the files, folders present in this desktop, in this location. As you can see, there are two files with the same file size, the same thing, and I also given a definition before. Python.py, which is a Python executable program which we can run to output some values, and Python.txt, which we blindly click on save. We should definitely include this .py extension while saving. Let me show it again to you. Save as, instead of just Python and just save, type in .py, so that it's a Python file, like here, as you can see. So this is one executable file. We can execute this file. So to run this Python program, there's a keyword, that is Python. You just have to type Python and then leave a space and then type the file name which you want to run. So in my case, it's Python. The file name is just Python, as you can see here, but we should include the extension. Yeah, definitely we should include the extension, or else it will throw on a face. So it's Python.py with the extension. Now if I click on enter, so this is the basic syntax. Before clicking enter, this is the basic syntax of writing Python. First we have to type Python, and there is one important thing I have to tell in this tutorial, because for some of you, if you just type Python and click on Python.py, let me show you. If I run this, hey, we wrote and ran a first Python program. Is it exciting? So now the main important part. So for some of you, if you simply type Python and Python the file name, it may not work. It may show some error like this. As you can see, Python 3 is not recognized as an international batch operable or batch command. So for some of you, for me, if I write Python 3 and then execute the file using the file name, it shows me the error. But to some of you, it may show you error when you're just using Python and typing the file and executing it. In this case, you just have to put 3 at the end of Python. So if you get an error with simply typing Python and file name, you just have to put Python 3 or put Python 2 and check it out. But I prefer, you may not get an error, but if there's a case, if you get this error, you just have to put Python 3. Or if you get an error when you put Python 3, just put Python, as I done before. Like if I put Python 3 on my desktop, it actually shows me an error, but if I put Python, just Python, it executes the program. So congrats, we wrote a first program and we executed it. So this is this video, and in this video I taught you how to download Python and install Python on your computer. I did not cover the setup wizard because my computer is already installed with Python. And if you have any queries or doubts related to the setup wizards, please leave them in the comments. I will try my best to answer that. And then in the second segment of this video, I told you guys how to write the Python program, a simple one-line program, and then how to execute the program in the command line interface, which is none other than CMD. So this is all this video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel to get the latest updates of tech related videos, tech courses like this, and tech tutorials. So goodbye, see you in the next video, which is the next video of the Python series, which I'm going to put in a few days. So until then, goodbye.